Hello, welcome back to Singles Matters on Inspiration 105.9 FM. My name is General O'Day, and as I said earlier, we are about to continue from where we stopped last week, Thursday. As I told you, we began a series, and it's titled Certain Relationship Goals That Will Lead to Marriage, or 2026 Relationship Goals That Will Lead to Marriage, or what you need to do that will make you a husband or a wife by the end of this year. So anyhow you want to adjust the topic here, we'll all be saying the same thing with those topics. And last week I started by saying that 26 should not be another year like 25 where you went through the journey of relationship and at the end of the day nothing happened and you have crossed into another year. And I said that marriage does not happen by emotions, it happens by alignment. You must be intentionally aligned to make sure that some things are in position for you to marry at the end of the year. And I was saying that this is not a year for you to just go into a relationship, just for the fun of it. I don't want to be single. I just want to be in a relationship. I just like some singles people. I've never been single before, and they will say they are single. In fact, there are some single people that are supposed to be joining couples. Go for couples meeting, go for couples conferences because you have never been single. As you finish to date Sandra, you are moving to Vivian, you are moving to Catherine, you are moving from Tony. You have never even one day. Some ladies are so smart that as they break up, they know say this one, the relationship goes scatter in 2 weeks. They don't enter another relationship. That is, they hold two brothers at every point of their life. This one they come out, this one they enter. They have never been single. They are just going from one relationship to the other. No definition. And I said that for you to actually begin to work towards your marital goal in 2026, 2025 still enter for my mouth. In 26, you must first of all set spiritual goal before a romantic goal. That is to say, you should have a spiritual goal that is active before a romantic goal. I know romantic goal is what we are talking about, but you must set a spiritual goal first. Is that spiritual goal that will help you achieve your romantic goal. You cannot just enter a relationship and begin to set goal without aligning spiritually. That is to say, any relationship you are going to in 26, you should be intentional about what you get from there. Ask yourself some question. Is this relationship helping my work with God? Is this relationship building my spiritual capacity? Is this my relationship helping me in fasting? Some churches have started fasting, and some people have only fasted twice out of the 10 days they have started. The other day when they supposed to fast, now boyfriend I spoil the fasting. Now girlfriend I spoil the fasting. Emotion. So you must be intentional about setting a spiritual goal first. Don't enter relationship that kills your prayer life. Don't enter relationship that weakens your conviction, that scatter your life. Every day you are walking in one guilty conscience or the other. And another thing I said last week was define the purpose of any relationship. What are we doing, uncle? What are we doing? In fact, where are we going? What is the essence? In fact, define it like Adam or Adam. Some people say it's Adam. Some people say it's Adam. Define it the way Adam defined the animals that God gave him. When the animal came, he looked this way and said, you are a goat, you are a lion, you are a cat, you are an hippopotamus. You different names now give them. And that is to let us know that you should be able to define. There was no animal Adam called Eve. There was no animal Adam called Boo, sweetheart. Because he defined all of them. In 2026, define all the relationship you have. You are my neighbor. If you're my neighbor, you are my colleague in the office. Udeme, you are my driver. Let it end at driver. You are my church member. You are my coursemate. Define it. So that when the coursemate begins to behave as if he's a boyfriend, you bring him to order. Say, now coursemate will be, you want to cross over. So what is the crossing over? Define any relationship you are going into. Why are we together? Ask this question. what are we doing? You know, be intentional. I know some of you will say, I asked all this question now. I was intentional in 2025 and nothing still worked out. My dear, there were points or times you knew that this thing will not work, but you just blind. You were blinded by love. So this time, don't let love blind you. Be intentional. I was speaking somewhere and I said, if you go to a bus station or you want to travel, you go to the park and you pay money in a bus, and you say, this bus, where is this bus going? They say, now Aba, this bus they go. You pay money, enter the Aba bus. And then the driver come up from the park, come they drive towards Calabar. You don't see say na Calabar this man they go. You can't ask them, where are we going, sir? He say, we actually going to Aba, but I want to get to Calabar to pick something. Then we now turn. He's a foolish passenger that will still be there. Say, let's waste time and go to Calabar. Then waste time and come and pass through you. Then go to Aba. You will jump down. Every sensible person will jump down and say, this relationship is not going and I am out. I quit. I'm out. I'm off. Come up from there. It's not a matter of negotiation. That is the mistake some people made. You knew that this relationship, even though the person came and said, I want to marry you, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You know, I've been up and down, my heart have been shattered, I've been broken, and ever since I saw you, the butterflies in my liver and my kidney jumped and touched my esophagus. And from where I am sitting, you are the lily of the valley. Even if the person started with this kind of words, and so I just want to spend the rest of my life with you, and 3 days, 4 days into the journey, the person is not behaving as if he is ready for what he told you few days ago. Jump out of the ship. Jump. That is why it is a ship, relationship. Jump out of the ship. You must not enter the ship and let it sink or crash. Jump out of the ship. Because you saw this sign, you saw some of this behavior. He said, let me just bear with him. Let me just stay hang around. My dear, you don't know what God has for you in future. You just did there, they hold yourself one place. You think, say, God has good things for you. Sometimes the one you even think is good is not even, you know, measure half of what God get for you. So if the ship is not sailing very well, jump out of the ship. Yes, and rearrange your life. So those are the things we spoke about yesterday, and I rounded up we spoke about on Thursday, and I rounded up by saying last week that a relationship without direction will waste your years without warning. It won't even tell you. You just wake up like this from 25, you just see yourself at 35. You'll be wondering, where am I? Like, how did I get here? You want to check his waste from one person's hand to another person, different hands. Don't press things, don't do things. So today I'll be talking about the third goal. You need to set character goals, not just compatibility goals. Set what? Character goals, not just I call it compatibility goals. What I'm trying to say is, look at your character, look at your life in this 26 like this. In see how they dress, so that I'm not going to go mistakenly call 2025. The year is still fresh. So look at your life, your character. Look at your behavior, analyze yourself, and know the things that people are complaining about. This one is very, very important though. Analyze yourself and know the things that you know you are not doing well, the things you are not arranging well, your character, the one that is bad. Look at it and make deliberate effort to what? Adjust your life. Some of you don't even need people to tell you, say, you get bad character self. You don't know them from the way they behave. And some, you don't even need to look at yourself to know. People are already telling you. So just work on the things people are telling you. It's just that some of us are in self-denial. It doesn't tell you, say, you get anger issue. You call it rape. Why will you have anger issue? You are already displaying the anger. Immediately they tell you have anger issue. That is something you're supposed to work on. Some people tell you, leave me, that's how I am, that's how my family is. My father is angry, my mother is angry, our family, we are angry people. That's our generation. You follow what your people follow. You get pattern where we say no make sense and you are proud of it. That is how we are in our family. We have anger issue. My brother, set a goal, work on it. Say this year, anger will not scatter my relationship. Anger will not destroy me. You understand? Look at character, work on yourself. And then the next thing you need to do is look out for character traits that are good in people. You understand? Bible speaking in Proverbs chapter 31 verse 30 says, favor is deceitful, beauty is vain, but a woman that fear the Lord shall be praised. That person will fear God, will get character. Those are things you should, not about compatible. I mean, we are compatible in this place. So character, you cannot even stay with that person for. In fact, I was talking to someone. I said the way you are behaving like this. I was trying to speak to a sister that acted somehow, and they brought my attention to it, and I was trying to counsel her. I was like, the way you they behave like this now, can you marry yourself? Can you stay with yourself for 2 days in the same house? It's your character. So analyze yourself. Look at your life very well. What can I change? What can I rearrange? You understand? So this 2026 like this, don't just enter relationship with some baggage. Say, we don't have chemistry. We just have attraction. We communicate very well. Do you have integrity or integrity? Is the person disciplined? Are you emotionally mature? How mature? Are you teachable? That is teachability. They correct you, can't be like saying a problem. Why will you tell me? Like if na say people they vex for marriage. Me and my wife they get problem every day because my wife now communication she study. Me I study electrical now wire now we know. So you don't need to speak good English to join wire. Yes, you can be speaking horror, can be speaking German. As far as you're connecting the wire correct, it go work. But person will study communication. They are intentional about what they pronounce, how they mention words, how they say them. And they have the these and the doors. So sometimes I go talk finish. My wife will say, no, it is not remain. It is remain. It remain. She go they correct. I go talk for public. My wife will carry me go corner. You say, no, this is how you pronounce this one. This is how. And she's been doing that and it's helping me. So you must be teachable. Are you teachable? It's not everything I knew as a single man. Now when I marry now, I teach. My wife teach me some. Me, I teach her some. We begin balance ourselves. So you must be very practical about the goal you are setting. This character goal. Tell yourself, I will not commit emotionally to anyone whose character cannot sustain marriage. Character will not go sustain marriage. Eliminate yourself. Desist from it. Kidnap yourself out of I'm telling you, marriage reveals, in fact, when you talk about character, marriage does not reveal character. It exposes character. Expose. So some of this is where they say it do not matter in marriage. Enter inside marriage, now there you go see things. Now there you go see her hair. Now the woman is speaking when she is angry in volume 10. He said it's not loud now. It's just that when she's angry, her voice just go up small. That is volume 10. By the time you marry, now there you go. No, say there is a volume level called 500. Volume 500. Now you're gonna say, like, baby, calm down. We are in a public place. No. Let me tell you. Now you're gonna say, okay, let's enter the car so that when you are shouting, I will wind up and put easy for you. You don't know where to you they enter. You have to be what? Intentional about setting some character goals. And then the next thing I will talk about, and then I'll pick, we'll go come open phone line, is set emotional boundaries as a goal. Set what? Emotional boundaries as a goal. That's why I like what the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 4 verse 23. It says, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Some of you don't even know how your heart is. Now it make you just they misbehave anyhow. You just they waka anyhow. You don't know the power your heart carries. For Solomon to say, keep thy heart with all discipline, for out of it are the issues of life. You should know when a professor of woman things is advising you. That's the way we gave 1,000 women for a life. They tell you, for out of the heart are the issues of life. So be diligent, guide it, protect it. It's not everybody you open your heart emotion to. You just they open anyhow. You just see person 2 days. The person don't know how you feel inside your oblongata. How your body is doing you. Oh my God, I cannot live without you for 2 days. So how have you living till 25 years? Why you never die? Anybody when they talk that thing now scam out. Anybody when just see you and say, I don't think I can survive without you. When they just carry you go near mortuary because they will not register you as corpse in few days. So anybody will enter you there. So you have to be what? Intentional about setting emotional boundaries. It's not everybody that can cross some level of your emotion. It's not everybody in 2026. We go just cross some level. Some people will just set their recharge card, they don't open their heart. It's like he's the one recharge card. So if the person buy you plane now, you give the person your destiny and your eternity. You understand? So be careful about how you open your emotions this season. Be practical. Let the boundaries be so practical. No emotional dependency before commitment. You cannot, no wife level access on girlfriend level. That is, person never even see your papa, you never see your mama. You don't date the man house. They behave like wife. Wash clothes, iron clothes, cook, go to the market, clean the compound. So the compound people don't they call you our wife. Your body they tie up chest, they were calling me our wife. Our wife. He never know where your father from. He didn't know. He does not. But they tie rapper for company. They were our wife, how you dey? When they don't they call you our wife, you don't see now one chance you don't enter. Be careful. You don't know how many people they call when they enter that guy house our wife. So you must not do wife level access on girlfriend level. I remember when I was married my wife, at the point my friends were like, you know, go leave this girl, no, they behave like wife. I said, no worry, when I marry her, she go behave like wife. Forget what this they do now. I know, because we had worked together in the same office for a while. I know who she be. So when we come they do courtship, she go visit me, sit down with back like stranger for food plate go dey inside kitchen wey dirty. I go dey even dey hungry. She no go even. Those are the things you. And now like this, na me dey beg her, baby. You are. She dey go late to work because she must wash my own, wash children own, wash the that. It remains more to wash neighbor things, sweep house from here, cross go the other compound. I say, calm down. They relax. He said, Aisha, I'm going to take calls.
Let's take this one.
Aisha will take calls. Okay, let me see now if I'll take one call. My producer just give me sign. Do we have a call? Zero. Okay, pick call now. If call ding. Hello. If you want to call it 0905-951-059. We'll take if you take one or two calls and then we go. Time don't go. I just enjoy this discussion. 0905-951-059. Now you have a question, you have a contribution, and then we can take it from there. And then hello. Good evening, sir.
Michael from Macaroni.
Okay, Michael.